want to do a little story time, a little stroll down memory lane. So, it was back in sometime in 2022. Don, I had a lot of contact with them, quite naturally. And so Don, kept telling me about this lady Sissy. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. And, he was telling me stuff like she wanted him to bring the boys down and, live with her in Missouri, And he was like, would you talk to her? And I was like, I guess, right? So I put it off for some amount of time. I don't remember how long. Until finally, he kept asking me, like, have you talked to Sissy? And so I was like, no, I've been busy. Let me go ahead and call her. So I called her. And when I called, it was a guy that answered. Now, this guy seemed like he could have been in his late 20s, early 30s. And he says, Mom, phone. And she comes over and gets on the phone. Now, this happened a few different times. It was as if I was calling his phone. That being said, I remember asking her, oh, who was that? And she was like, oh, no, that's my son. So, sorry. I guess my point in all of this is that Sissy knows I've talked to her son. I believe she has more than one child. I cannot remember our conversations verbatim. However, I know she has one son. He is in his 30s by now. And I know that I've heard other variations of her story. I know that before she said that she was younger than Nicolina. Nicolina is younger than me. So when you do the math, Nicolina, I believe, is 43, 44 maybe. If she's younger than Nicolina, well, she could be anywhere from 18 to 42. At 42, being younger than Nicolina, she would have had to have had this son that I've already spoken to when she was like 12. Now, not saying in the Ozarks of Missouri that is completely impossible, because it's completely possible to some degree. And then you start venturing into the whole 12 is 12 realm, and then you just quickly want to find an exit. So, now, could she be? No, she can't be. I'm doing the math in my head. Y'all know I suck at math, really. But there's just no two ways around it. There is absolutely, biologically, numerically, no possible way that Sissy Sweargarden could have rendered us another gift. Another goblin, if you will. So, I've been trying to in my mind, and I feel like I've ran through all the possible scenarios. Like, why would she do this? Why would she tell a lie that we can all clearly tell is not true? I've come to one of two things. One is she just needs money that bad. I don't know what she has going on. Also, not to mention, she has mentioned in the past that she has children currently and that they are elementary school age. Anyways, The other of the two scenarios is she's just running a cult over there, and she's trying to figure out who she can tell the most to. It's sort of in the realm of David Koresh. He had those people convinced he was the son of Christ. Now, if you're a firm believer, every child that's a boy and that has accepted Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior is the son of Christ, David. So, Sissy, you need to be very careful. I'm going to start calling you Kathy Koresh. Anyways, I'm here to dispel the rumors. There's no way. And now that I think about it, I never wound my two theories together. I'm thinking that she needs money that bad. And she's running a cult. I love all of y'all individually. Remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Enjoy your weekend.